Magicland Vacations and Travel Planning Genies, we know we help families like you save time, save stress, save hassle, and create extra magic on those Disney and Universal destination vacations. And today, we're at the Magic Kingdom answering the most commonly asked questions when people are planning their Walt Disney World vacations. This is the 2021-2022 edition of the most frequently asked questions. Now make sure you stay to the end of this video because I have something really special cool to show you that just underwent a big transformation, and that is some amazing shots of Cinderella's castle, which is finally finished, for the most part, its ornamentation to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, which, as you all know, starts October 1st, 2021, is gonna last for 18 big, amazing months. Who's excited? Put your comments down below if you're excited about that. Now, without further ado, let's get in right into your questions. The first question that we hear almost daily is, when is the best time to come to Walt Disney World? Well, personally, 2021-2022 is definitely the year to come because we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. There's gonna be so much extra magic, so many amazing things opening, but to be honest, when you're trying to decide when it comes to your Disney World vacation, it really depends on, are you willing to pull your kids out of school or are you not? Because the slowest times to visit Walt Disney World, and not as slow as they used to be, are still the same that they always have been, which is September, middle of September, November before Thanksgiving, like the very first part of November, the very first week of December is not too bad. And then, of course, January, February is really slow after the New Year's holiday. And then May, right before the kids get out of school. Those are the absolute slowest times to visit Walt Disney World. Now, if you come in January and February, there are some pros and cons. I mean, the pro is you get to enjoy the Festival of the Arts at Epcot. However, usually January and February is when Disney World does quite a few of the refurbishments because it is a slower time of the planning months to go on your Walt Disney World vacation. Now, if you want to come to Walt Disney World when kids are out of school, then the best times to go are going to be right at the beginning of your summer vacation or right at the end of your summer vacation. But if you come during August, it will be hot in Florida, so just be aware of that. Of course, the busiest times to visit Walt Disney World have been and always will be spring break, and then more importantly, Christmas, New Year's, Easter weekend. Those are really busy, not just because families travel from all across the world, the United States, to come to Walt Disney World to celebrate those holidays, but also because of annual pass holders like myself who come and celebrate too. So those are the pros and cons of the best times, and I'm not gonna say the worst times because anytime you come to Disney World is magical, and we help families have a magical time no matter how busy or how packed the park is. Now, with social distancing right now, we also know that we have reduced capacity. So even if you are planning around those really peak times, which are Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that kind of stuff, we still have reduced capacity. It's only up to 35% right now. We'll see what happens in the fall, but keep that in mind. The other thing you want to take into account when you're figuring out when is the best time to come to Walt Disney World vacation is, do you love the holidays? Because even though Christmas can be busy, there are so many enhancements that Walt Disney World undergoes for the holidays. Same thing with Halloween time, which starts in September with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And for Christmas time, we have the Very Merry Christmas Party. And even Easter, there's special Easter egg displays. And then you also have all those amazing festivals at the Epcot, right? So you have Epcot Festival of Food and Wine, which is in the fall. Then you have the Festival of the Holidays. We got that cookie stroll. And then you have the Festival of the Arts in January and February. Then you have the International Flower and Garden Festival too. So lots of reasons to come all year long to Walt Disney World. Now the second question we get all the time is, how much does it cost to go on a Walt Disney World vacation for your family? And that's like asking somebody, how much does it cost to buy a car? I mean, you can buy a used car, right? You can buy, I have a Scion TC, I love my Scion TV. You can buy like a used Honda or Scion TC for a couple of $1,000s, or you can buy like a Mercedes G-Wagon, which costs, you know, 125 grand or whatever. So that's a really weird question for me to answer. I always ask our families, what is your budget? Because you can now plan your Walt Disney World vacation around almost any budget. I would say that if you're planning on staying at a value resort property like Disney's Pop Century Resort Hotel, or at the Art of Animation or the All Stars movies, for a family of 4, you could very easily have a good Walt Disney World vacation for around $4,000, not including your airfare and not necessarily including all of your meals either. Now, if you're staying at a moderate resort hotel property, you're looking at spending more around $5,000 to $6,000 for a family of 4 to have enough time to visit all the parks. And then if you're gonna spend time at a deluxe resort property, you're looking at $7,000, $8,000 or a lot more, depending upon if you wanna stay on those Bora Bora over the water bungalows at Disney's Polynesian Village and Resort. So it really is a matter of what your family's budget is as to how much that Walt Disney World vacation costs. And you know, we always tell our families, make sure you have a budget in mind before you reach out to us, because it is like shopping for that car. You need to be aware of what your family's budget is. Is it really worth it to stay on Disney resort property, staying at a Disney resort hotel? And let me think. Yes, it is! All right, now I know there's a lot of controversy surrounding this because you no longer get free Magic Bands when you stay in 2022. And also in 2022, Disney's Magical Express will no longer be operating. However, it still remains true that the easiest way to navigate the parks is if you're staying in Disney's bubble on Disney resort property. It's the fastest, easiest, most convenient way to get to the parks. And we always tell our families, make sure that you allow yourself some time to rest. In the afternoons, you're gonna walk about 30,000 steps a day at Walt Disney World, 20 to 30,000 steps in the parks. You will get tired, and so if you're staying on resort property, it makes it so much easier to go back to your resort hotel, enjoy the pool, take a nap in the afternoon, then come back at the evening time. Not to mention that you're gonna have early morning magic access in 2022. This is kind of like early morning magic hours, except instead of having a designated park in 2022, you can go to any of the parks, which is actually a huge benefit because usually whichever park had the early morning magic hours was the busiest out of all the parks, and now it'll all be spread out. That's only on Disney Resort Hotel property. And then of course the third reason to stay on Disney Resort property is that you get to make your dining reservations through the duration of your entire vacation. So instead of just 60 days, on those other days, you're actually looking at planning your dining reservations 62, 64, 65 days out. Huge advantage there. The fourth question you usually get asked when planning your Walt Disney World vacation is, should you park hop or should you not park hop? And let me be very honest, it depends on how many days your vacation is gonna be. If you're only visiting 4 days, I recommend that you don't get a park hopper because there's plenty to do at every single park to take up a full entire day, especially if you're hitting those parks one right after the other every single consecutive day and you don't have a pool day in your resort hotel game plan. You definitely want to have just a single day per day park ticket. That way you can maximize your time in the park so that if you want to go back, you can rest. Now, if you are only staying here for 2 days and you want it at every park hopper is probably for you. The other reason you might want to consider park hopping is if you want to go back and visit some of your favorite rides and attractions on your Walt Disney Resort vacation. That's another reason that you might want to consider park hopping as well. The fifth question we always get asked when planning Walt Disney World vacations is Memory Maker really worth it? Let me think again. Yes, 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 yes. Memory Maker is totally worth it, especially because you can get a discount if you purchase Memory Maker before your final payment due date of your Walt Disney World vacation, which is 30 days before you actually arrive. Now, Memory Maker is the only way that you're gonna get those amazing magic shots where you can actually have your favorite Disney characters superimposed. Also, the amazing zoom shots that they now have at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and as well as at the Magic Kingdom. Definitely would invest in Memory Maker. It's a no-brainer. You definitely want to do it. Where's the best place to eat at Walt Disney World? And I don't know if you guys realize this, but there are over 300 restaurants in all of Walt Disney World property, and I'm a little embarrassed to say this. Okay, maybe not, but I've eaten at almost every single one, and it completely depends on your family's preferences. Some of our favorites, of course, are Be Our Guest at the Magic Kingdom, Cinderella's Royal Table, also the Magic Kingdom inside Cinderella's Castle, Sci-Fi Drive-In, Dine-In Theater over at Hollywood Studios. There's so many amazing places to eat on your Walt Disney World vacation. Even a Sea Angel Inn over at Epcot is one of my favorites too. But honestly, that is one of the reasons why people love our services, is because we help you narrow down those 300 restaurant choices down to a few restaurant choices that your family will absolutely love. How do we reduce our wait times in the parks? And I have to be honest and say, you are gonna wait when you come on your Walt Disney World vacation. There's no Fast Pass right now. It might return in 2022, it might not. We know that Disney has been experimenting with virtual queue with Rise of the Resistance, which we all know has its flaws. But the truth is, if you're going on Walt Disney World vacation, there are a few things you can do to help you plan out your day. And one of the biggest things is coming early, right when the parks open. Most families don't actually get here until about an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours into park opening. So if you really want to hit a lot of those popular rides, you come during what we call rope drop, which is when the park first opens. You can maximize your time that way. Now, one thing that we do for our VIP clients is that we actually help them custom tailor an itinerary specifically for their family on the rides they want to hit to help them reduce their wait time. But the key here, again, is just getting to the park early, getting the rides that you want to do, and you will have so much more of an enjoyable vacation. When it comes to your vacation, it's about what your family wants to do. You can read a bazillion blog articles, you can watch a bazillion YouTube videos, but do what's important to your family. Start with those things. If that's what your family wants to do, if your family wants to ride Big Thunder Mountain 3 times or the Haunted Mansion 3 times, do what's gonna be fun for your family. And don't make promises to your kids, all right? Tell them that you hope to do stuff, because rides sometimes break down, things don't go as planned. So don't make promises, say that we hope to do this, and your family will have an absolute amazing Walt Disney World vacation. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would love to help your family plan their Disney Universal destination vacation, wherever it goes, Aulani, Hollywood Studios, Universal, it doesn't matter. We would love to plan your family's vacation, and we're so glad you watched this video. Now let's check out some amazing shots of all the ornamentation on Cinderella's castle. Now, of course, Laura and I and all the other genies at Magic Land Vacations would absolutely love to grant your Disney and Universal destination vacation wishes. If you go to our website, you can actually check out all the destinations that we do right over here. You can also schedule a complimentary consultation with one of our amazing Disney and Universal travel planning experts. And Laura, why don't you tell them how can they sign up for one of our amazing giveaways?
You join our VIP Facebook group, you can join there. You can also go to our website and click on the link to our 10 favorite hacks and tricks for Disney and Universal. You can also go there.
Yes, absolutely. And don't forget, we have some more amazing Disney and Universal video content for you to watch as well. We have a video right here and a video right here. And make sure you check the links in the description where you can figure out where to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.